Today we are going to talk about integers. Integers are whole numbers and their opposites. So we're not talking about fractions or decimals today, strictly whole numbers. Now, whole numbers could be positive or negative. Let's go through what positive numbers are. Positive numbers are greater than zero. When we have a positive number, we might use a plus sign, a positive sign, or we might not. Either way, that's okay. Okay, so some examples of positive numbers might be 2, or maybe positive 34, or even 206. Any positive number, a number greater than zero, that's a positive number. So here, we do not use the positive sign, whereas here we do. So like I said, even though we don't see that positive sign, if there's not a sign, we assume we know that it is positive. All right, negative numbers are less than zero. Here we must use a negative sign. That's that little minus sign here. So some examples would be maybe -2, -34, and -206. But again, here we must use the negative sign. If I don't have that negative sign, I assume that it is positive. So you must put it there. All right, so we talked about whole numbers. These are some whole numbers. Now let's talk about the opposites. Opposites are numbers that are the same distance from zero, but on opposite sides of zero. Okay, so let's take a look at this number line that I have over here to the right. Let's start with 8. So if I have 8, 8 is 8 spaces from 0. Now, the opposite of 8 would be the number the same distance away from 0 on the other side. So here I counted by 2's. So technically that's 2, 4, 6, 8. So I need to go the same distance over here. 2, 4, 6, 8. So -8 is the opposite of 8. These numbers are both on either side of 0, but they are the same distance away. So these are opposites. Also, one thing to note is that the opposite of 0 is 0. 0 is this, it is 0, so you can't go any further. All right. And then we've got, just talk quick about number lines. We can have vertical number lines or horizontal number lines. We do want to make sure that when we are making our number lines that they go up in the same increments. So for example, here I counted by 2's. You could count by 5's, you could count by 3's, you could count by 15's, count by 1's. But to be able to find those opposites, we do need to make sure that we are counting incrementally. So we have the same distance between each number. Down here, I did a number line counting by 1's. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about that number line. When we are using our number line, I need to bring this up a little bit. Everything, if we're using a vertical number line, everything above 0 is positive, while everything below 0 on a vertical number line is negative. So positives up, negatives down. However, on the horizontal number line, everything to the right is positive, and everything to the left of 0 is negative. Okay, so positive is to the right or up, whereas negative is down or to the left. Okay, again, we can do one more opposite example here. Here, let's do -5. So if I ask you what the opposite of -5 is, I see that -5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces from 0. So I need to go 5 spaces the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The opposite of -5 is 5. So these here are opposites. Let's talk about integers in some real world situations here.